Welcome to the Preschool All Stars podcast. I'm your host, Joy Anderson. And with us today is a very special guest, our Preschool All Star, Tammy Pierce. How are you, friend?
I'm really good. Glad to be here.
Awesome. Well, Tammy, I brought you on because you all of a sudden came out of nowhere with just like getting your website done and your founding family script, and you're just moving right through. And I'm like, I got to talk to this girl. This is awesome. But let's dive into your backstory. And would you mind sharing with everyone what was your life like before you found me? What were some of the things you're struggling with? What was life like back then?
I personally have not done a daycare or been a preschool teacher up to this point. I
Yeah.
am a Bible class teacher, though, and have been for the last 20 something years.
Yeah.
About, 2020, the dreaded 2020, I actually had a kids' craft club at the time, and then COVID hit. So that shut
Wow.
us down in our little town pretty good.
Yeah.
Um, but because we had that going on, had I had your system that we have today back then, I would still be doing that.
Oh,
So about 3 weeks ago, 3.5 weeks ago, I saw your book come across Facebook, and I said, I'm going to start it again. I'm going to go. I'm going to do this.
mm,
So I got online. I started checking into what you had. And in less than 3 hours, I think I had joined when you started your whole system.
yeah.
You said, hey, come on in and join us. I bought the hub. I bought the box. I did everything, and I'm working furiously trying to get it all together,
Yeah.
uh, so that I can literally do my online. I've got my website up, because of every process that you have in the books and in the box. I have 7 people waiting on a waiting list.
Wow.
So, I mean, this is all within what, a week and a half. So,
Yeah.
everything that you have is actually well worth the money that you pay.
Mm. I didn't pay you to say that either.
No, ma'am, you did not.
You're awesome. Okay,
You
so
pointed out
let's
really well.
oh, I appreciate that. It's so good to see. Not everybody has, such quick results as you, but it's fun to see when it does happen. So let's go back for a second. You had that arts craft kids club shut down during COVID. What was life like between COVID and finding me though? Like, were you missing the teaching? Were you like, I wish I could, but I thought I could only do this thing?
Well, I work a 7 to 5 Monday through Friday, so that's a major job.
Yeah,
My husband is disabled, and so I'm trying to make up some of his paycheck along with that.
right.
And then I have a 4-year-old grandson named Grayson that is staying with his uncle in a kind of a daycare situation.
Yeah,
So I saw your stuff and I thought, this is it. This is the way to get Grayson online to be able to have friends,
yeah.
because he has such severe allergies. There's certain things he can't do.
Mm,
He'll be homeschooled. He won't be going through school because he has 2 EpiPens with him at all times.
wow.
So that this is going to be his way to go out and make those friends and keep them for a lifetime.
Yeah,
So I saw that and I thought, okay, so if I'd have had this back when we were doing the craft club, we could have expanded it, and he would have been, I mean, he was a year and a half old then, type
yeah.
situation, just right at a year. And he had little friends there too, but you could just have so many more friends and be able to
Mhm.
learn and have that fun time. And that's what he's looking forward to. So
Yes.
Braden, which is my oldest, he's 36, is going to be helping me teach those classes, and
Yeah.
Grayson is going to be our helper.
That's awesome. Okay, so your inspiration was definitely Grayson, your grandson, to be able to help him because he has the allergies. I think I saw in your posts in our group that you're hoping to have other kids in your preschool who have special needs or allergy restrictions, things like that. Can you talk to us about what your goals and dreams are?
Brayson's also taking care of, or Braden's also taking care of Emma, which is 8 years old, and she's in a wheelchair. She has spinal
Yeah.
bifida,
Mm-hmm.
and so she will be homeschooled as well. And so we're looking at that that type situation. There are a lot of kids out there that have special needs.
Mm,
They can't speak, or maybe they've got autism or things of that nature. So those are kind of the kids that we're kind of looking at in our niche, and also with the arts and crafts.
love
So
that.
the things that they can actually do.
Mhm.
So I think that's our niche.
That's awesome. No, and especially where it comes from such a heart-centered place. That's amazing. So you just ran. You jumped right into preschool all stars, no fence, just ran right over it. Jumped right in. You got Hub and preschool in a box. Now let's talk about Hub for 1 second. Are you super computer savvy that you're like, oh, not a big deal. I'm going to get a website up. Or what's your like situation with tech?
I'm kind of in between. I'm really good at spreadsheets where I'm at work. I can do the Zoom things. I can do
Yeah.
that kind of stuff. On occasion, though, I did get stuck when we first started. Apparently, I missed a step somewheres and
Oh,
had to get some help.
sure.
And in 2 seconds, you had it fixed and done. So I didn't
Yeah.
have any problems there. So I think this is super helpful because you literally take everything step by step by step, and you show us, stop the video, go
Yeah.
do this,
Right.
stop your video, go do that. And because of that, I think anyone can do this business with your steps.
Ah, that's
And
awesome.
no, you didn't pay me again.
I know, I'm just like, keep it coming. No, you're awesome. Um, okay, so that's Hub, and you're doing really well going through that. And you got leads. How did you get your leads?
Um, you know, um, because of the Facebook program that you've got put in there that I've just got in last night and today, um, when you put all that information in, and then you have all of the sistars, I love the sistars group. They
Yeah,
all come in and they support you, and they start building you up, and you get to do all that stuff.
yeah.
Because of those, though, I have a lot of friends on Facebook, and they're actually taking my sheet and my pages and my posts, and they're actually sharing those.
Oh,
So
that's
that's a lot
awesome.
of where my stuff is coming from, is
Yeah.
all my friends.
Uh-huh. Oh, that's amazing. And so they're heading to your website, they're putting their email in that they're interested.
It's awesome. It's kind of interesting though. One of the very first emails that I got as a lead is actually from Russia.
Yeah. Well, you got
That
to
was
check the
interesting.
leads and make sure they're all legit. Yeah.
Yeah. So it was like, okay, let's go back and check this one out. But I mean, can you imagine growing a preschool so big online that
Yeah.
you have kids from all over the world
Yes.
that are interested in learning?
Yeah. And we do have a lot of all stars that do have worldwide students, which is so cool with online. So you
Yeah.
jumped into preschool in a box as well. And of course, you've been sampling stage one and stage two, going through the steps. What do you love about preschool in a box?
The box, actually, I'm working through my workbook right now, and I'm getting to
Nice.
check things off, and
Yep.
doing that kind of stuff. And I'm looking through the books, and I'm thinking, okay, my board has to look this way. This is the stuff that I want over here.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about the weather. Oh,
Cool.
look, we get to do field trips, and all this cool stuff.
Yeah.
So that's the book. The books in the box pretty much make you think outside of the box.
Right.
Really cool. You get to see, yeah, I think I can do this. And well, I talked to some sisters, and they said they maybe this isn't just ready for you just yet. So, maybe you need to curtail that just a little bit, but you can do that in most probably a couple of months or something like that. Because
Sure.
my thought process is we're going to start online,
Yeah.
but we would like to build a local in town.
That's awesome.
So we'll start small and build big.
Yeah, that's a great phrase. Start small and build big. Well, you have an amazing passion for this, to bring the education to as many children as possible, including those in special needs. If anybody was watching this and they're on the fence about joining Preschool All Stars, what would you say to them?
Let me show you what I have, what Miss Joy has given us, and let me show you what the Sistars has taught me just in the last 3.5 weeks. Those ladies and you have taken so much time and so much energy to be able to teach others about this system. And I swear that they'll absolutely love what they see when they're done.
That's awesome. Well, we are so glad that you found us. So glad that we're able to help you here and can't wait to see your continued success and see your preschool get off the ground.
Thank you.
Yes. So, Tammy, thanks so much for being here. And again, if you are thinking about joining Preschool All Stars, go to preschoolallstars.com or click the link in the description and you can jump right in. All right, Tammy, thanks again. We'll see you soon.
Bye.